It's time for America Outdoors Radio, the show that covers the outdoor scene across the US of A and the entire continent. Fishing, hunting, conservation, outdoor recreation, and great destinations, we cover it all every week. It's your country, your outdoors. Let's explore it together with your host, John Cruz.
Welcome to our annual Christmas gift giveaway show. It's the show where we are giving away presents to our listeners as a way of saying Merry Christmas and thank you for listening to our show. Here's how this all works. We're going to be giving away 12 gifts today. Some of them expensive, some of them not so expensive. Some are great presents on their own, others would be perfect stocking stuffers. And we're going to tell you about these gifts as the show continues on. So here's what you want to do. You'll want to hear the whole show. And once you do, you ask for one gift. That's right. You only get to ask for one gift during our Christmas gift giveaway show. And you just email me at info@AmericaOutdoorsRadio.com or just go to our website at AmericaOutdoorsRadio.com and contact me that way. And let me know the following. A, what is the one gift you want for Christmas this year? And where do you live? Don't need your whole address, just the city and state you're in, along with what station you're listening to. It gives us a good idea about where folks are listening to our show. And then at the end of the weekend, we are going to randomly draw from each gift category we're giving away and pick the winners. Where are our gifts coming from? Well, I can tell you that our friends at Work Sharp are providing some gifts. Our friends at Camp Chef are providing a very big gift you'll hear about at the end of the program today. We've got a couple of really good books for you, and Henry Repeating Arms has also got a really good gift you'll hear about in just a couple of minutes. Oh, and remember those Berkley Jack lipless crankbaits we told you about a couple weeks ago and we did a giveaway on? Well, we're going to give 3 more of those away along with some swag and accessories from Boat US. Put it all together and we're giving away over $1,000 worth of gifts today. And we're going to do some interviews along the way. You're going to hear from Josh Warren with Work Sharp about the gift that he's giving away, along with some advice on knives you'll want to carry when you go big game hunting, and sharpeners you'll want to have with you to keep them sharp after you get that game down. Brooks Hansen is going to join us from Camp Chef to tell you about the really big gift they are giving away this Christmas season to one lucky listener. Aaron Wavra is back from Berkley Fishing to tell you more about the Jack, that lipless crankbait that I have fallen in love with that works great for both bass and walleye. And on a non-gift related note, we're going to talk to Steve Panazza. He is with MN Fish. That's Minnesota Fish. It's an organization that lobbies for anglers in the state of Minnesota, that wonderful state of 10,000 lakes, working to give anglers improved access, improved boat launches, and more. They are holding the world's greatest ice fishing auction, and it ends this weekend. And if you're into ice fishing, you're definitely going to want to check this out. I'll give you a preview. The website to go to is mn-fish.com. They are offering items up for bid that are worth some $20,000. A lot are worth a lot less, but still lots of quality gear, trips, shelters, shacks, and more that you would love to have if you're an ice fishing angler. In addition to this, we're going to tell you about a really good Black Friday deal that's been extended for our listeners from Sportsman's Cove Lodge. If you want to go fishing at Alaska's best lodge, this is something you're going to want to hear about during our show. And of course, you can also use our promo code Radio10 to get 10% off any trip that you book with them. All right, without further ado, let's tell you about our first gift. It is from our friends at Henry Repeating Arms, and it is an impressive one. Now, this is the Henry Big Boy Clock. It retails for just under $320. And this is the clock to have for your home, office, or place of business. It's a neon clock, and it has the traditional Henry logo and the image of the Henry Big Boy Deluxe rifle. And I'll tell you what, it will make the perfect and useful accent to your walls, whether it's in the office or in your home. It's hand-constructed with pride in the USA, and this distinctive timepiece features a brass electric clock movement, a neon tube light with 100,000 hours of projected life, a glass front, and a spun aluminum case that's going to prove as reliable as the Henry Repeating Arms rifles that you may own. It's 19.5 inches in diameter. It does not take batteries. It's a plug-in. And if you win this, keep in mind that it might take up to 3 weeks to get this delivered to you. So it may or may not make it before Christmas. And it's going to be delivered by UPS. If you want to see it yourself, go to henryusa.com. Go to the Parts and Accessories tab and then look for home products, and you're going to see how beautiful this clock is. Again, it's the Henry Big Boy Clock, retailing for just under $320. If this is the gift you want for Christmas, and remember, you only get to ask for one during the show, just email me at info@americaoutdoorsradio.com or shoot me an email through my website at americaoutdoorsradio.com. Let me know you want the Henry Big Boy Clock, and you will be entered for a chance to win it. We will draw one winner from everybody who asked for this after our last broadcast this weekend. Oh, and don't forget to let me know where you're from, city and state, and what station you're listening to. Oh, by the way, if you're looking for gifts, it's hard to beat a Henry firearm. Whether it's a youth model for your kids or something for the adults, they've got over 200 firearms to choose from. Not just lever-action rifles, but also revolvers, shotguns, and even carbines. And as you know, Henry Repeating Arms, all of their firearms are made right here in America. They come with a lifetime satisfaction guarantee, and they're rugged, reliable, and accurate right out of the box. Find out more at henryusa.com and check out that Henry Big Boy Clock. It's definitely a gift worth asking for. Our next gift is a book. It is the Orvis Guide to Upland Hunting. It's authored by Reed Bryant. It's got some great photography in it by Brian Grossenbacher. And if you want to get into upland bird hunting, or maybe you're just getting into it, this is definitely the book for you. It breaks down everything, a brief history of upland bird hunting in North America, the shotguns you'll want to use, the shells you'll want to use, the clothing you'll want to have, the dogs, of course. You got to talk about the dogs, where to hunt, and how to hunt upland birds. All sorts of great stuff in here. This is a coffee table size book. It is a softback. It's published by Lions Press. Retails for just under $40. And I'm sure it's available at Amazon.com. In case you don't win it, but if you do want to win it, if this is the one gift you want for Christmas, the Orvis Guide to Upland Hunting, you know what to do. Just shoot me an email through our website at americaoutdoorsradio.com or at info@americaoutdoorsradio.com and say you want the Orvis Upland Hunting book, and you will be entered for a chance to win it. And we've got another book to give away as well. This one is A Tale of Three Fish, a lifetime of adventures chasing Atlantic salmon, steelhead, and trout. It's written by Jim Stenson, who's written numerous articles and columns about fly fishing, surfing, and the unique culture of South Florida. He was also the managing editor and publisher of The Contemporary Sportsman and The Contemporary Wing Shooter magazines. According to Stenson, many consider permit, steelhead, and Atlantic salmon the holy trinity of the well-traveled fly angler. And though the methods and environments vary, all three species have attained an almost mythical status and can be, at times, extremely difficult to catch on a fly. Jim Stenson chronicles his life of adventures chasing these fish, sharing entertaining stories as well as insights into catching them. If this is the book you want for Christmas, it retails for $25. It's published by Stackpole Books. I'm sure you can also get this at Amazon, or you can ask for it here. If this is the one gift you want for Christmas, just say you want A Tale of Three Fish and you'll be entered for a chance to win it. Stick around. We've got more gifts coming your way, as well as our conversation with Steve Panazza about the world's greatest ice fishing auction. Sportsman's Cove Lodge is Alaska's best lodge, and as you know, I'm a big fan. I've been to Prince of Wales Island in southeast Alaska several times. I love the float plane ride in. I love the fishing for halibut, salmon, and cod, and I can't get enough of the fantastic food and dynamite hospitality that they offer at the lodge. Now they are building new accommodations, new rooms that'll have television. They've brought Wi-Fi to the lodge too, and they're even offering extended 7-day stays with not just fishing, but other adventures too, as well as the opportunity to have a corporate retreat. Find out more about Sportsman's Cove Lodge and book your stay today at alaskasbestlodge.com. That's alaskasbestlodge.com, and use the promo code RADIO10. That's Radio10. Let me repeat that one more time. That's alaskasbestlodge.com and the promo code Radio10 for 10% off your next adventure.
Camp Chef, we've been in pursuit of one thing for 30 years. More flavor. And now we've taken the same bold hardwood flavor you've come to love in our pellets and applied it to our new line of hardwood spices. With 3 classic flavors, hickory, charred cherry, and competition blend, you can now apply that hardwood flavor directly to your meat. Available in coarse or fine ground. I mean, you put crushed up plants on your food. So you tell me, is this crazy or genius?
When you think of Worksharp knife and tool sharpeners, you probably think of sharpeners for the shop or the field, but Worksharp has a whole lineup of sharpeners for the kitchen too. We're talking about everything from easy-to-use manual and electric knife sharpeners to ceramic honing rods, whetstones, and the new rolling knife sharpener, and innovative manual sharpeners that will do wonders for your cutlery. Make sure there's never a dull moment in your kitchen. Check out the entire product line and order today at WorksharpTools.com. That's WorksharpTools.com.
You're back in with America Outdoors Radio. Our Christmas gift giveaway show continues. Now, if you were tuning in a couple weeks ago, you probably heard Aaron Wavra tell you about the new Berkley Jack. It's a lipless crankbait. It's got tungsten in it, loud rattle, sinks fast, great finishes, fishes great for both bass, walleye, and other species too. Aaron, Merry Christmas. Welcome to the show.
Hey, John, Merry Christmas to you.
It's great to have you back, and it's great that we have a 3-pack of Jacks to give away. We've got the Jack 6, 7, and 8, and that represents different sizes of the lure in terms of weights, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. The 6.5 ounce, the 7 centimeter, and the 3/4, the 8 centimeter, and the 1 ounce. That's correct.
And you know, folks, this is a great lure because if you were into vertically jigging in particular, this is going to be very effective for both walleye and bass. Myself and my pro staffer, Rusty Johnson, were fishing it just a couple of weeks ago. Had good success catching both largemouth and smallmouth bass. Have no doubt it's going to work great on the walleye too. If you're a person who fishes blade baits, you got to try out the Jack because with the tungsten in it and the rattle, Aaron, I've got to believe this is going to be more effective than your standard blade bait.
Yeah, I think there's going to be certain situations that this is going to crush standard blade baits, especially on the finish side of things. You know, this bait has been extremely hot for us this fall. Not only is it new, but it's catching fire. I'm getting pictures of this bait catching, you know, like you said, bass, walleye, smallmouth, largemouth, vertical, and casting, you know, daily right now. Lots of great stuff happening with it. And in those situations where you really need to, you know, maybe match a hatch or get some more clear colors or have some situations where a crank is going to play out better than the blade baits, it's definitely going to fit that role.
And folks, it's going to fish great for the rest of the seasons too, not just the winter, but spring, summer, early fall. You know, if you're searching for fish, go ahead and make long casts because this thing casts forever in terms of distance because of the tungsten weights and the aerodynamic shape of it. And you can just do a, you know, standard moderate to fast retrieve with some little pauses in between. You can go ahead and yo-yo it back. You can vertically jig it like we talked about. Very effective lure with multiple presentations. And again, not just for bass, but for walleye too, and probably other species as well. So if you want a chance to win a 3-pack of Berkley Jacks, here's what to do. Now, number one, you have to remember, you only get to ask for one gift during the Christmas gift giveaway show. But if this is the one you want, just go to AmericaOutdoorsRadio.com and ask for the Berkley Jack, and you will be entered for a chance to win. You'll be going up against everybody else who is asking for this lure, but we've got some really high-priced items on this giveaway show, so again, weigh the odds. This is a $30 package. Camp Chef is giving us like a $750 package. More people are going to ask for the Camp Chef package, but if you are an angler who loves to catch bass and walleye, I would probably ask for this one. Your odds are going to be better, and you're going to love these lures if you win them. It's the Berkley Jack. Find out more about it at berkley-fishing.com or head to a quality sporting goods store near you. Aaron, thanks for making these available for our Christmas gift giveaway show.
It's a pleasure, John, and Merry Christmas.
And you know what? We're going to sweeten that Berkley Jackpot a little bit with some swag from Boat US. Now, Boat US, if you didn't know, is the organization that offers towing assistance for boats on the water and also for boat trailers on the side of the road. A lot of insurance policies don't cover that, but Boat US does. They have a 24-hour Boat US dispatch line, and it's actually printed on this nice little towel that I've got. It's a no-stink, dry, soft, microfiber towel that does not retain fish odors like cotton towels do. So we've got that and a couple of koozies with the BoatUS.com website on it. Great for your next boating expedition. Throw this on your fishing boat or your pleasure boat and enhance your next boating experience. Again, we're throwing this in with the Berkley Jack gift giveaway, so don't have to do anything extra for the Boat US. Just know that if you're asking for the Berkley Jack, that you'll get this swag from Boat US as well. By the way, I've got one of these towels in my bass boat, and they work great. Next, let's talk about the gift of travel. As you know, Sportsman's Cove Lodge in Southeast Alaska is a longtime sponsor of our show, and I'm lucky enough to go up there every year to fish with a family member or friend and put together a show for you to hear. As we've mentioned in the past, the trip starts with a flight to Ketchikan and then a float plane trip in a de Havilland beaver or otter to Saltery Cove on Prince of Wales Island, where you're going to find Sportsman's Cove Lodge. They've got brand new accommodations there for you, and unlike past years, Wi-Fi is now available and even television if you want to unwind after a day of fishing. The food is fantastic, the hospitality is over the top, and the fishing is very good for halibut and cod, and of course, multiple species of salmon. You're fishing out of 37-foot Delta boats that are really comfortable to fish out of. There's an enclosed cabin, a stand-up marine head, plenty of room to walk around the entire boat and fish from the entire boat. And you'll be fishing in groups of 6. The entire time, you'll have the same captain, the same deckhand, and the same group that you're fishing with. So it's wonderful for families or friends or as a really laid-back corporate retreat. And they are offering their special Black Friday sale for you for another week. And this is especially for those that want to fill up the boat with family or friends or coworkers. You buy 5 spots and you get the 6th one absolutely free. This applies to both 3-day and 4-day trips. Buy 5, get 1 free. If you want to use that code, get a hold of Sportsman's Cove and say you want the Black Friday deal or the buy 5, get 1 free. Now, if you're not going to fill up the boat, well, take advantage of the deal that we offer through our show, and that is 10% off by using the promo code Radio10. So if it's just a couple of you, this is a great way to save 10% off your adventure. If you want to find out more or book today and make this a very special Christmas gift for somebody, the website to go to is alaskasbestlodge.com. That's alaskasbestlodge.com for Sportsman's Cove Lodge. The promo codes again are buy 5, get 1 free, or if there's less than 5 of you, use the promo code Radio10 and get 10% off your entire trip. Booking a trip at Sportsman's Cove Lodge? Now that is going to make for a very Merry Christmas gift that they're going to be looking forward to using this coming summer. Coming up in our next segment, we are going to be talking to Steve Penez with MN Fish, because this organization, which lobbies on behalf of anglers in the state of 10,000 lakes, is holding an auction. And it's not just any auction, it is the world's greatest ice fishing auction. And if you're into ice fishing even a little bit, you are going to want to check this out. And sticking with ice fishing, we've got another gift to give away. This would be a book called Ice Fishing, The Guide to Great Techniques for Catching Walleye, Pike, Perch, Trout, and Panfish. It's the second edition of this book by Stephen A. Griffin. It's published by Stackpole Books. And according to them, Griffin has been ice fishing and writing about it for more than 40 years. He published the first edition of his ice fishing guide with Stackpole in the mid-1980s, and new updates to it include and celebrate all that has changed in the sport, including current methods for taking walleye, pike, perch, trout, and panfish. It retails for just under $22. I'm sure you can find it at Amazon.com, but you can get it here for free. At least perhaps you can. All you have to do is ask for the ice fishing book for Christmas. Remember, you only get to ask for one thing, but this one is relatively low cost. I'd say your odds would be pretty good if you ask for it, and we'll draw a name randomly of all the people who asked for the book Ice Fishing at the end of our broadcast this weekend, and we'll mail it out to them. Again, don't forget to tell us what city and state you live in and what station you're listening to.
If your favorite season is deer, if your favorite salad is meat salad, if your favorite gifts come wrapped in fur or scales, if you're dreaming of a white and camo Christmas, then you'd fit right in at Sportsman's Warehouse. And lucky for you, Sportsman's is offering amazing deals all season long. So visit your local store or go online to sportsmans.com and gear up for an unforgettable holiday.
Come explore the Dalles in Oregon for outdoors fun. Hike amongst the wildflowers, bike our riverfront trail, or visit the Gorge Discovery Center where you can enjoy a live raptor display, or even check out our National Neon Sign Museum. But don't forget the fishing. We've got salmon, steelhead, bass, walleye, and monster-sized sturgeon waiting just for you. When the day is done, tell those tall tales at one of our wineries, breweries, or restaurants and plan your next adventure. Find out more at explorethedalles.com.
You're back in with our special Christmas gift giveaway edition of America Outdoors Radio. We're going to pause with the giveaways to tell you about an auction that is going on. It's actually the MenFish World's Greatest Ice Fishing Auction. And if you're into ice fishing, this is something you don't want to miss out on. And it's ending soon. As a matter of fact, it's ending this weekend, Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And with us here to tell you more about it is the man behind MenFish. That's MN for Minnesota. MenFish, that is Steve Panaz. Steve, welcome.
Hi, John. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Let's start off by talking about MenFish. It's a nonprofit organization. What's it all about?
Back in 2018, 18 members of the sport fishing community got together and formed nonprofit MenFish. Our whole goal was to be the squeaky wheel both at the DNR and at the state legislature. Minnesota's sport fishing business is worth about $4.4 billion. And the state was generating 200 and some, almost $300 million in taxes, but they were investing zero back into the sport with boat ramps or hatcheries and things. And we thought it was time the state recognized anglers and the businesses that they support and reinvested general fund money back into it. And we've had pretty good success, tremendous success. In the last 2 years alone, we've had the state invest over $110 million in projects like hatcheries, boat ramps, urban fishing, shore fishing opportunities, carp barriers to help stop the invasive carp coming up the Mississippi River and things. So that's really what we're all about. It was just to give anglers a voice in St. Paul.
Well, I love it. I think this is a great mission for your organization, and I'm glad to see you've had some successes. But obviously, lobbyists cost money, and that's why you're having this auction, because the money's going to go towards those lobbyists and towards making sure the organization can get the work done that it needs to get done.
Yeah, we started the world's greatest fishing auctions a couple of years ago and have had tremendous success. but none have ever been as big as our ice fishing auction this winter. We've got 77 items up for bid right now through December 8th, and there's some incredible everything from an Ice Castle wheelhouse to Garmin LiveScope Plus systems to fly-in fishing trips to Canadian lodges for ice fishing. So if you're an ice angler or know someone who is, this is one of those auctions that really deserves a chance to go visit and see what's up for bid right now.
Well, let me give you the website, folks, so you can do that while you're listening. It's mn-fish.com. That's MN for the state of Minnesota, mn-fish.com. You're going to see the auction right at the top of the homepage, and you just click on there, and you can register, and you are in. Let's talk about some of the featured items that are being given away. We got to start off with this special Ice Castle Fish House. This looks like a very, very comfortable way to go ice fishing.
They call them ice castles for a reason. It's a wheelhouse that's got 4 holes bunks and, heat and everything. And if you've ever fished out of a wheelhouse, there's no more comfortable way to fish. And so we're really pleased that Ice Castle had donated this house for the auction. But we've also got some portable shelters from companies like Clam that, for mobile anglers, it's a tremendous thing. And there's an extreme package from Clam that's got heaters and rods, reels, and everything. So that's another phenomenal package that's available in this auction.
Yeah, in fact, that Clam Extreme package, which, like you said, includes everything you're going to need is for the mobile ice angler, $3,500 value. That special Ice Castle Fish House, which is basically a towable fish house on wheels, like Steve mentioned, that's worth over $20,000. So the current bids are well under that, so you might be able to get a really good deal here. Let's talk about the Extreme Trophy Lake Trout Canadian Fly-In.
Baker's Narrows Lodge on the Saskatchewan border in Manitoba is on Lake Athabasca, which is world famous as a tremendous trophy trout fishery. Well, they're offering a new package that flies into one of the remote lodges at a different lake that offers tremendous trophy lake trout fishing. And here's an opportunity to fly in and go ice fishing for trophy trout at a remote lodge through Baker's Narrows. And so that's a brand new package that we just put up here in the last few days. It's a $12,000 value. And right now we haven't had a bid on it yet. It doesn't surprise me because it just went up there. But if somebody's looking for a trip of a lifetime for ice fishing, that would be a great one to take.
Speaking of memorable trips, you've got guided trips, both with regular guides and with some, I guess you could call them celebrity guides as well, don't you?
We do. We have a number of trips with guys like Tony Roach and Brian Brosdahl and Jason Mitchell, some of the legendary anglers. Dave Gins, one of the, they're really the godfather of ice fishing. And so you can take these trips with those guys. But there's also trips with former NHL players, Matt Hendricks, and Twins, former Minnesota Twins, Terry Steinbach. So those are a couple of those trips that would be fun to go out and get a picture with these legends of sport.
Oh, absolutely. You've also got a number of lodges and resorts that are donating stays and fishing packages too.
Some of the top lakes in Minnesota for walleye fishing especially are Lake of the Woods, Red Lake, Mille Lacs Lake, and a lot of different ones that are available. And so if you're looking for an ice fishing trip for you or your family or friends, we have got a number of resort stays on these top walleye lakes, especially for top walleye ice fishing lakes, which are tremendous.
Oh, yeah. But wait, as they say, there's more. All sorts of equipment is on the auction block, too, to include some really nice fish finders.
Yeah, there's a ton of electronics available this year. The one that I really have my eye on right now is the Garmin LiveScope Plus ice system with the lithium battery, but there's great products as well from Vexilar, Humminbird, Aquaview, and others. So if you're looking for electronics for your ice fishing, I'd head to the auction first.
And let's not forget apparel. You've got pretty much everything you need to be comfortable in terms of what to wear.
Yeah, Clam has donated some of their ice armor suits. Fish Monkey has donated some of their mitten gloves combinations, and there's some other ones from Stryker and others. So, yeah, if you're looking for some high-quality ice fishing gear for not just men but women as well, it's available on the auction site.
In addition to this, there's rods and rod and reel combos and bait coolers, even Onyx premium membership gift cards. Okay, and this one I've got to ask about. It must be a pretty good restaurant or winery. Vino in the Valley. You've got gift cards for that.
I wasn't even aware of that till this morning. So I got to learn more about that one. But yeah, it just shows you the impact that fishing has on a state like Minnesota, and that we're getting support from outside of the fishing industry because they recognize the impact it's had. But that's an interesting one for the different $40 gift cards.
No kidding.
Or the $100 gift cards are, yeah.
Well, bottom line, folks, is this is a great opportunity to bid on some ice fishing gear, some ice fishing adventures. And if you're not going to do it for yourself, it is the holiday season. And winning one of these would be a wonderful gift for somebody. Maybe you can even go together with someone and enjoy, like I said, a trip to Minnesota to go ice fishing, or a trip to Canada, or, again, get an ice castle fish house maybe, or a whole lot of other things too. The website to go to is mn-fish.com. That's mn-fish.com. And just go to the top of the homepage and click for auction updates, and you will be in. But again, hurry. This auction ends Sunday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So get in there today, place your bid. With any luck, you're going to walk away as a winner. Steve, thanks for what you do, and thanks for sharing this with us today on America Outdoors Radio.
Thank you.
Planning a day at the range or plinking targets with your friends? Or maybe you're looking to do some small game hunting with a rimfire rifle. Either way, they're going to be impressed when you show up with a Henry Golden Boy lever action rifle. This beauty has a brass light finish, a wooden stock and grip, and a blued 20-inch octagon barrel that makes this rifle handle great, and it is accurate too, especially for offhand shooting. Want to up your Golden Boy rifle game? You can order a deluxe engraved edition or one with a personalized inscription. Like every rifle manufactured by Henry Repeating Arms, this has a lifetime guarantee. Find out more about the world-famous Golden Boy rifle and order a free catalog too at henryusa.com. That's henryusa.com for Henry Repeating Arms, made in America, and a proud sponsor of America Outdoors Radio.
Looking for the perfect gift for the hunter or shooter in your life? Give them a Henry. These American-made lever-action guns shoot straight and have a classic Western look. Choose from a .22 caliber Henry for plinking, a heavier caliber for hunting, or even a shotgun for birds and small game. Better still, these guns come in all sorts of finishes, covering everything from use in the field or on the range to showing off the best-looking firearm in your zip code. Henry rifles and shotguns come with a lifetime guarantee. And if you help need deciding what Henry is right for you, just ask. The award-winning customer service team at henryusa.com will be happy to help you out. So, go to henryusa.com and order a free catalog and holiday gift guide. Then, find what you like, look for a dealer near you, and get a gift that will put a real smile on someone's face this holiday season. Start searching for your Henry now at henryusa.com. That's henryusa.com.
When you think of Work Sharp knife and tool sharpeners, you probably think of sharpeners for the shop or the field, but Work Sharp has a whole lineup of sharpeners for the kitchen too. We're talking about everything from easy-to-use manual and electric knife sharpeners to ceramic honing rods, whetstones, and the new rolling knife sharpener, an innovative manual sharpener that will do wonders for your cutlery. Make sure there's never a dull moment in your kitchen. Check out the entire product line and order today at WorkSharpTools.com. That's WorkSharpTools.com.
John Cruz here, looking to improve your bottom line as a business that caters to outdoors enthusiasts? You can do so for a very cost-effective price by advertising on America Outdoors Radio. I will tailor a marketing campaign for you, reaching hundreds of thousands of listeners every weekend tuning into our show on 135 stations in 33 states. We've got a sponsor opening right now, so contact me through my website at americaoutdoorsradio.com, and let's talk about helping you.
You know, a lot of times you have to choose between something high quality or something that saves you money. But if you could get both, why not? Especially when it comes to healthcare, and that is MediShare. You get both. Many families save $500 a month with Medi-Share, and that's huge. But it's also true that people wind up way more satisfied, too. The member satisfaction rate for Medi-Share is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. That's because Medi-Share works. It has for more than 30 years. It's a community of Christians who have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth. They love the huge PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now and get a price in 2 minutes. Here's the number. Just call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE-40.
You're back in with our special Christmas gift giveaway show, and it's time for our biggest gift of the season, and that, once again, is from Camp Chef. With us here for the big reveal is Brooks Hanson. Brooks, Merry Christmas. Welcome back to the show.
Merry Christmas to you, John. Thanks for having me on.
So what is Camp Chef going to give away to one of our lucky listeners this Christmas?
You're going to get the ultimate camp setup, whether it's hunt camp, whether it's a family camp out in the summer at the lake, or a tailgating experience. You're going to get the Pro 14 2-burner stove, which is our best stove that we offer. You're going to get a barbecue box, so a grill box that goes on the top so you can do all your grilling, whether it's burgers, dogs, brats, chicken. You're going to get a flat top griddle to cover the other burner so you can have that big fajita meal, or maybe it's a big breakfast, pancakes, French toast, eggs, bacon, or whatever it is. You're going to get the whole set with carry bags. So you're getting a stove, you're getting a grill box, you're getting a flat top griddle and carry bags, and that's all going to pack up into your car, and you are going to be the king of the campground or the king of hunting camp. And there's not going to be a tailgate that won't want to hang out with you.
I love it. I love it. And folks, I had a Pro 14. I literally wore it out after about 10 years. But it is a great little stove. It has folding legs. It has leg levelers. They didn't have those when I had mine, but they have them now. They've got fold-down side tables that go right with the stove, which is really handy. They've got a windscreen, too. And 30,000 BTU burners. That'll get stuff going in a hurry.
Absolutely. From a low roll to a roaring boil, you can cover everything with that 30,000 BTU burner.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks, this whole package retails for around $750, give or take. And if you want it, you know what to do. Just go to our website at AmericaOutdoorsRadio.com. Send us a message. You only get to ask for one gift this Christmas. But if you want a chance at winning the Camp Chef Pro 14 package, then just ask for Camp Chef and you are entered for a chance to win. We'll notify the winner after our show airs this week. Again, just go to AmericaOutdoorsRadio.com, send us a message, and if this is what you want, ask for the Camp Chef grill and you'll be entered for a chance to win. In the meantime, if you want to check out the Pro 14 and all the accessories that Brooke just told you about, simply go to CampChef.com. That's CampChef.com. Again, I've been a proud owner of the Pro 14. It's a great stove. I've loved it to death, and you're going to love it too. So even if you don't win, it would make a great gift for Christmas, and you can find it at big box stores like Sportsman's Warehouse, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, Shields, all the big box stores that sell sporting goods, and a whole lot of other ones too. Brooks, thank you so much for making somebody's Christmas very merry this year.
Thanks, John. We are always happy to help. We need everybody cooking on the Camp Chef outdoors.
Our final gift of the day? Well, it's not expensive, but it sure is handy, and it comes from our friends at WorkSharp. We are giving away a total of 6 pocket knife sharpeners to 6 lucky listeners. These knife sharpeners retail online for just under $18. They're actually running a sale right now at WorkSharpTools.com where you can get them for just under $15. But they are very handy to have. As the name implies, it's lightweight and it fits right in your pocket. And it's also handy to have in the boat glove box or your car's glove box as well. With us here to tell you more about them is Josh Warren, who's going to talk about not just the pocket field sharpener, but also its big brother, the guided field sharpener, and about the essential knives he carries when he's going deer or elk hunting. Josh, welcome to the show.
Thanks, John.
What are some essential knives and knife sharpeners that folks should take out there? We'll start off with the knives.
Yeah, so if I'm heading into the field, I would say there's 3 knives that I bring with me if I'm going to camp. Now, if you've got a whole camp and you're cooking, that's kind of a separate scenario. Bring what you like. But when it comes to, a successful hunt, I have the knife that I'm going to bring with me to do the field dressing. And, typically that's a shorter blade, fixed blade, good handle. It's going to get dirty, so I don't want a folding knife because I'm going to have to clean it out. Oh, I have a favorite buck knife that I use. It's not an expensive knife, but it's got a rubberized, good grip handle, and I really like that. Like I said, kind of shorter. I'm able to choke up on the blade, get my finger towards the tip. A lot of control on the knife as I'm working inside of the animal. I usually will bring a boning knife or fillet knife for back at camp. This is up to the hunter, but typically I will, as it's hanging and drying, or if I'm headed straight to the butcher, I will harvest, the steaks or the pieces that I want out of the animal first.
Sure.
The back straps, the loins, any of the extra cuts. And so having a fillet knife is nice to get some of that silver skin off or to separate from the bones. The flexible blade is something that I like. And the last knife I carry is, I always do carry a pocket knife on me, and that is for the everything else, so that by the time I'm dealing with meat, I am not wondering if that blade is sharp or, I haven't used it or abused it for anything else. So I carry a pocket knife that's good for, whether that's a snack that you're eating or if it's trimming a thread on a garment or if it's, I don't even know what it would be, clearing brush out of the way for where you're going to sit so you have a clear line of sight. All of that, I'm going to bring some sort of pocket knife, usually a folding knife, but it could be a fixed blade, something that you have easily accessible so that you don't grab your skinning knife for some of those harder working jobs.
That is a great breakdown of the necessary knives for any elk or deer hunting expedition. I love it. Now, you got knives, you're going to need knife sharpeners. And fortunately, you work for a company that just happens to produce those. What are some you'd recommend?
So there's 2 that I highly recommend for any type of hunting, and that is our guided field sharpener or the smaller version, lighter version of that, which is the pocket knife sharpener. Both of those are rather simple systems. They use diamond and ceramic abrasives, and then they have an angle guide built onto them. So it's essentially your traditional pocket stone or sharpening stone, sized down about a 1-inch by 4-inch abrasive, or on the pocket sharpener, it's a 1/2-inch by 4-inch abrasive with a 20-degree angle guide, which is a great angle for most of your pocket knives and hunting knives. And it's a reference point. If you want to sharpen slightly different, okay, use 20 degrees as a reference and adjust from there. Both lightweight. The guided field sharpener is more capable, but a little bit heavier. The pocket sharpener is lighter, but you give up some features. I carry the pocket sharpener and use the ceramic mostly to keep my knife sharp in the field.
Well, they're both great. The pocket knife sharpener, like you said, it is very lightweight, very compact, fits right in your pocket, and it's been a big hit. We've given them out at the sportsman shows over the last couple of years. Josh, always a pleasure, sir, to have you on America Outdoors Radio.
Thanks, John. Always happy to be here.
One more thing about these pocket field sharpeners is they are fantastic stocking stuffers for Christmas. All right, it is now decision time for you. We have gone through all the gifts we're giving away during the show. You can ask for one of the 6 pocket knife sharpeners we're giving away from WorkSharp. If you decide that's the one gift you want to ask for, just shoot me an email at info@americaoutdoorsradio.com or contact me through my website at americaoutdoorsradio.com and say you want the WorkSharp knife sharpener. Also, be sure to include what station you're listening to, as well as the city and state you're in. That helps us figure out exactly where our listeners are in some of our stronger areas with more listenership. Now, your odds, obviously, are going to be pretty good if you're going for the knife sharpener. They're not going to be nearly as good as if you're going for that Camp Chef package, but boy, oh boy, that Pro 14 package worth $750, that's a great camp stove with some great accessories. And if you want to ask for that for your one gift for Christmas, you know what to do. Just shoot me that email and say Camp Chef. And then, of course, there's those books we're giving away. If you want Ice Fishing by Stephen Griffin, this is the 2nd edition. Just shoot me an email saying you want the ice fishing book. Or if you want to Tale of Three Fish by Jim Stenson, a lifetime of adventures chasing Atlantic salmon, steelhead, and permit. Just ask for the Three Fish book. The other book we've got, it's a nice one, The Orvis Guide to Upland Hunting, covering everything you need to know about upland hunting with great information and great photos to boot. If you want that one, ask for the Orvis Guide. And then, of course, we've got those fishing lures, the Jack from Berkley, in half-ounce, 3/4 ounce, and 1 ounce size, the lipless crankbaits that are filled with tungsten, beads that give off a distinctive rattle and help you cast it further and make it sink faster. These are some great lures. In addition to the 3-pack of lures that one lucky person is going to win, we're throwing in that microfiber towel and a couple of koozies from Boat US. If that's the gift you want, ask for the Berkley Jack. And finally, there's that clock we told you about from Henry Repeating Arms, the Henry Big Boy Clock. It's got neon lights on it. It's got a logo from Henry and, of course, a depiction of the Henry Big Boy. It's a 19-inch diameter clock. It'll look great in your office or in your home, and you'll always know what time it is, too. If that's the one you want, ask for the Henry Big Boy Clock. Remember, you only get to ask for one gift, and we're going to notify the winners on Monday, so be sure to check your email boxes. And if we don't hear from the winners within 3 days, we're going to redraw and give somebody else a chance. And on that note, it is time to go. Here's hoping you are blessed during this holiday season and that the season ahead is definitely bright for you. Merry Christmas from all of us here at America Outdoors Radio.